Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Over the last couple of months, I have partnered with a company called Cheer, and I have reviewed some of their home fitness equipment. I have been using the walking pad that I got from them, as well as the rebounder. I use at least one of them every day, and the kids also have been using them, and we've just been getting lots and lots of movement throughout the day, which is fantastic. I did get some feedback from some of you guys though about those products, how balance is an issue, and so it wouldn't have been a good option to get something like that. Maybe the rebounder with the handle, good option, but the walking pad with no handle, it just wouldn't be the right choice. And there's lots of options out there. So when I saw this option, which is an under desk elliptical, I thought it would be a great thing to review next because it would be perfect for someone who does struggle with balance and you don't want to risk any kind of a fall. Also, it would be really good for someone who does a lot of desk work but can't be on a walking treadmill for whatever reason. So when I'm editing videos, which is something I do often, sometimes it's hard to be on a walking treadmill because I'm trying to make really precise cuts in the video and such. And so I thought that for me, this would be a really great option just to keep under my desk. So those times where I do have to just sit, I can get a little bit more movement. And then, like I said, for those of you who have balance as an issue, but you still want some kind of an in-home piece of equipment that's going to help you get more movement in your day, this might be a really good option. So this is the Young Fit Under Desk Elliptical. We're going to get it opened up, check it out, and get some first impressions. We've got the user manual here that I am going to be reading. Ooh, I didn't know this came with hand weights. There's some little 2.2 pound weights. Those are adorable. We have the power cord. We have a remote hardware. Looks like this is one of the foot pedals, left and right. Right. It's not super heavy. It feels heavy duty, but it's not difficult to move. I'll also note that it has wheels on the back here and this handle. It looks like this handle comes out also. So you can pick it up and wheel it like that. That is very handy. I'm going to follow the assembly instructions here to attach the foot pads. And it looks like that's the main assembly. It's very simple. So we're gonna make an attempt here. I got the foot pads on and now we're going to get it plugged in, and I just saw that the remote has a magnet and it magnetizes here, so you don't have to worry about losing the remote. That's pretty cool. Plug-in is right here on the back. Okay, so I'm going to hit the start button to see what happens. It's counting down. Obviously, I need to go get a chair. So you can change direction with the direction button and go backwards. That's cool. And then you can increase the speed on there. And then there are several modes, HA, P1, P2, and P3. And then the speed ranges from levels 1 to 5. And I'm trying to figure out what the modes mean, what they are exactly. But I think I'm just going to have to try them and see what happens. So it looks like the HA mode is like the manual mode where you can adjust the direction and the speed manually, like as you're going. And then the P1, P2, and P3 modes, it like cycles between front and back. I believe that's like forward and backward, and on the different minutes. So it'd be on speed 3 on minute 1 and 2, and then it would go up to speed 4 on minutes 3 through, was it 3 through 7? No, 3 through 9, and then it goes to 5. And so it's like a program where you're like cycling through different things. But if you want to keep it manual, you just stay in the HA mode. Okay, so I have pretty large feet for a woman. I usually wear a size 9 to 10. And so you can see this accommodates some pretty big feet. All right, I'm gonna hit start. There we go. Counts down 3 seconds. You have to get it adjusted just right for your leg length and your chair. So I have it on, what do I have it on? I have it going forward, obviously, and then speed was on 1. Now speed is on 2, 3, and that's top speed. Ooh, I can feel it in my calves. This would definitely get me some movement while I'm typing on the computer. Let's try one of the modes. So I'm just hitting the M mode button to cycle between P1, P2, and P3. So I was reading this a little bit wrong. I think the time starts at 29 minutes, like 29 minutes left, and it starts at speed 1, and you're on the going forward for the first few minutes, and then you start speeding up and going backwards for a little while, back and forth. So I will say that it is extremely quiet. And you can hear a little bit of a whooshing, but it's very, very minimal. And so if you're worried about like being in an office setting or, you know, being on a Zoom call or something, I think you wouldn't have to worry too much about it because it is extremely quiet. Oh, it just bumped up to speed 2 for me. I think I would recommend, if you're gonna have this on a hard surface like a wood floor or a tile floor or something like that, to have some like non-slip pad underneath. I think on carpet, which is probably where I will have it under my desk in the bedroom, I'm not gonna have any issue, but it can like slide a little bit on the slicker floor. So just like some kind of a silicone mat or something would probably help that out. So I will also mention that I'm checking my Fitbit to see my steps, because I was really curious if I'm sitting down and doing this, if I would get any steps. And it seems like I'm getting some steps. I don't think I'm getting as many steps as rotations, but it is counting the movement as some steps. Okay, so if I set my hand on my knee, the hand that has the Fitbit on it, I'm getting the steps counted more with the rotations. So if you do want to use this as a way to get steps in, which it's always hard to know like what equals a step, if each of these rotations is just as much movement. Oop, it's just switched direction, it's going backwards now. If each one of these movements is equivalent to a step, it's hard to know. But if you are trying to like hit a step count and you're wanting to use this for that, maybe just set your hand on your knee as you're working. All right, I got it set up underneath my desk. That's how it fits very nicely down there. Where did my remote go? There it is. I'll just start it here real quick. There we go. We're on 5. Going fast. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and first impressions of the under desk elliptical. Again, I think it's a great option for those who are worried about balance, or if they have, you know, computer work they have to do that's a little bit more precise and they can't be standing and walking on a walking treadmill while they're working. It's a great way just to incorporate a little bit more movement in the day. I love these little hacks where we can, you know, just get multiple things done at a time, get some movement while getting our regular work done, because there's only so many hours in a day and we can't do it all. So love these little hacks. If you guys are interested in checking this out, I will have the link down below and all the info. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.